Hi everybody, it's Memoman. Some years ago I had a religious experience and I ended up writing a book about it called Memoman's Message to the Universe. In the book I try to figure out why I had that experience, and it touches on things from addiction and energy and God and meditation and wonder and changes and so on. And I didn't necessarily come up with any, sort of hard, fast answers around all of that. Now, prior to putting out the book, I put out a video called Memoman's Message to the Millennials, in which I said that the millennial generation needs to become the meditation generation. And not that that would solve all the world's problems, mind you, but it would really help. I mean, if everybody sort of worldwide spent a little time with themselves to meditate, I think we'd have a lot less suffering, we'd have a lot less anger, and so on. So it would make things much better. Again, it wouldn't solve all the world's problems. So I put the video out and nobody watched it. And then I had the experience, and then I wrote the book, and then I went online and I started to engage with people on social media and had some conversations. But this whole time I realized I still wasn't there. I hadn't quite figured out what's going on here. I needed a next step. Over this time, prior to this, while I was writing the book, my two biggest artistic heroes, Prince and David Bowie, died within a few months of each other. And that was a 1-2 punch for me that I completely ignored. Because I was writing the book, I was doing other things, and I didn't want to even think about it. So I stopped listening to their music and just kind of sort of moved on and got everything done. And eventually found my way back to their music and realized how many of the themes that they talk about, sing about, were in my book. It is everything, the God and energy and changes and so on and so forth. And in fact, in my book, I actually quote both of those guys. But I started thinking, they're kind of prophets for me. Like, a lot of what they say is stuff that I've sort of learned to live by. And so I'm going to bring them back in that sense, and I'm going to utilize their words to expand upon my thoughts and my ideas, to create a sort of scaffolding on which I can sort of build my worldview. And that's really what these things are. And this is like a sort of a quasi-religion. I mean, that's what religion is. It's a scaffolding on which people sort of build their beliefs and so on. There's no necessarily deep truth in that, in the sense that we know that it's completely true, but it's a good place to create your own worldview. It's the Ministry of Memoman. Thanks for listening.